Okay. So, let's see what comes out. My focus for the cards right now, I'm just thinking about what are the lessons in between these portals? What's coming up right now, and what are the lessons? Where should our focus be? Alrighty then. Okay. Wow. This is awesome. Okay. So this is a strong moment for divine feminine energy. So what came out first for kind of like what's the energy that's presenting itself in between portals? There's a lot of tension. So we have Three of Earth, which has come up a lot over the last week. A lot. The Three of Earth, as you can see, it's talking about being in a space of growth. There is a type of foundation that has been solidified. You see the seeds, they look healthy. We have the little tiny plants sprouting. So it's like still very beginning stages, right, of a new venture. This could be like your source of income. This could be the way that you move through your life. This could be your mindset. There is more of a physical aspect because it is Three of Earth. But I am feeling like the physical manifestation, the physical representation is directly mirroring what's going on internally. So both of these cards, right? So again, this is addressing, okay, so we've been in this place where we have started to see the growth of the foundation that we've been working on. And there's confidence, there's strength, there's resilience around this energy. However, today it is coming out with Five of Fire. So 5 is actually the number of significant positive life change. So, and again, 5 with 3 is 8. So to me, this is like an alchemical process that is happening right now with fire and earth energy within a lot of us, especially if you're here now and you're resonating with the message. It equals 8, and that's the number of personal empowerment. So I feel like all of this together is alchemizing, fully owning your power and what you're capable of. So a lot of what has gone on in creating this foundation, maybe different ways that you went about it were not the best. Maybe you were burning out. Maybe it was overwhelming. There was something going on, so I feel like that's why it's maybe not where you want it to be, and you're noticing that. And so there's like a frustration around not being where you want to be because you know you've been doing the work. However, if it's not happening yet, there's a reason for it. And to me, this 5 energy coming out with the five of Fire, which 5 of Wands in the original tarot, it's like external frustration, external maybe arguments with people, maybe frustrating situations, frustrating environments showing up, different situations like that you feel are triggering you, but it's coming from you first. You're attracting, magnetizing, and manifesting these situations. And a lot of us, it's not conscious. We're not thinking like, yeah, I want to start a fight. I want to XYZ. But this energy is coming up because we're at a point with this foundation, with the growth and what's been coming forth and manifesting physically. We're really acknowledging this point of growth that is usually challenging for us to move through. Either we get to this point and we give up, or we get to this point and we push, burn out, and then we kind of have to go back. So this is talking about there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of rage. I mean, even like with these staves on fire, the electricity in the back, I am also feeling similarly with what's going on externally, this revolutionary energy. So there's a lot of people that are really angry. There's a lot of rage. Some of it is ancestral, and some of it is just what you're going through in your own individual life. this is a collective energy reading. However, I do feel like if you're here as an individual and you're resonating, honestly, even if you're not, this is still for you. If you're here now and you're listening, this is a message that came to you for a reason. So what I'm hearing is like this growth has been good, and there needs to be adjustments, there needs to be shifts, and there needs to be just a refinement in how you move forward in continuing to tailor this physical manifestation. I'm kind of seeing this not as one particular manifestation, maybe for some of you, but I'm seeing this as like a whole physical reality. So it's like how you're manifesting money, your home, your food, if you're able to have the kind of food that you want in your home, say for example organic food, the feng shui of the home, your physical body, what you're able to manifest, create, attract, afford to take care of your physical body, whether it's clothing or bathing products, etc. This is like a whole physical reality. Environments, opportunities that show up where you're physically entering a space you haven't been before. Yeah, this is like your whole physical reality. There is a new physical reality that you have been manifesting, that you've been desiring. I'm hearing for a year, 2 years, 3 years. This has been a while in the making, and you're at the very early stages of this new physical reality that you've been manifesting. And this is a point where there's so much passion, there's so much intensity around wanting this. However, it's kind of mixed with, but am I good enough to really make it happen? All these things are in my way. I'm not able to make it happen fast enough. There's just a lot of frustration and feeling like you're being pulled back, whether someone else is doing that or an environment, a situation, a work situation. However, again, it comes back to you. So if you're experiencing this in your external reality, especially around not being where you want to be yet, this is happening for a reason. So these two cards came out as, okay, where should the focus be? The first card that came out, 7 of Fire. This came out like 2 days ago. So 7 is the number of spiritual development, and it's with Vision Quest, which is a major arcana card as well. This is a really big shifting point, which is why I was saying I feel like this is a point you have come to before previously in creating this and manifesting this reality for yourself. But maybe you've like taken a step back, or you acted too impulsively based on this energy and put a pause on the movement of ending up where you're actually trying to go. So endurance, this talks about you have what it takes. Focus on your inner strength, your inner fire. This is smoldering, right? So there's no flame. The sun's going down. It's going to get cold. This is like you're at a point where it's just difficult and it just is uncomfortable. But you have what it takes to move through this time in this space. And a lot of it has to do with where you're putting your focus. Your mental focus and your energetic focus, your creativity focus. Where are you channeling this intensity and this energy? Because it could very easily be impulsively expressed outwardly, especially because we just entered an air sign season. And even though Aquarius is a fixed sign and it's based in logic, don't play. We're coming up on a huge portal on the 25th. So the 21st was mostly the outer planets aligning where we could see them. And on the 25th, in a few days, all of the planets will be aligned. So that, again, it's not something specific like, oh, it means this is going to happen. Like, it is a very strong portal energy. So it's just heightened energy, period. So it gives us more of an opportunity to move through some of these lessons with more support. However, this is always an opportunity for you to do. And at the end of the day, a lot of it does come down to your willpower and your decision. What kinds of decisions are you making, and from what place are you making them? So Vision Quest is 12. 2 is duality, and 1 is new beginnings. And together 3 is mind, body, and spirit alignment. So to me, a lot of why you have not made it past this point before, and a lot of why there's so much frustration, is because you are out of alignment. There's something that needs to be done, and this is about searching. This is like, again, you've been at this point before, and there's a reason why you haven't gotten past it. You can, and a lot of it has to start with your mindset, your perspective. But this is like, okay, so whatever it is that you tried before, you already know it doesn't work. So moving forward from now, what are you gonna look into? How are you gonna look differently for what may help you? And it's trial and error. This is like, you've never been able to move past this point before now, and a lot of it is because you didn't think you had the endurance, and you fell back, and you allowed that fiery, stressful rage energy to consume you, and then drop you off at the end where you're kind of just sad or depressed, or like, and you still don't have what you ultimately want. So this is straight up like, you can do this. This is a time to search and try and fail and try and fail and try and keep going and keep moving forward, trying different things to continue to manifest this reality that's just ready. I got scared by the power of it before. Absolutely. And it is scary. We're not just afraid of failing. We're actually, a lot of us are more afraid of success because that means responsibility. And it means continuing down this path of trial and error, which means you have to let go of your ego. Every time you fail, it can't be, I'm the worst person ever. Every time you fail, it can't be, I'm not good at anything. That does not serve you. So that's why a lot of this has to do with remembering your strength, remembering that it's always a decision in every moment. I can do this. Validate your own feelings. This is hard and I'm really uncomfortable, and that's okay. And I can still move through this and hold space for the reality of how I feel. Try different things to continue to emotionally regulate. Keep trying different things to fix my schedule so that I can do what I need to do for emotional regulation, along with all of the things that need to get done on a 3D physical sense, right? Like, I need to eat 3 times a day. I need to take my vitamins. I need to drink water. I need to take the dog out. I need to clean the house. And all these things are not I need because I will die without it. It's for your own well-being so that you can thrive, right? So this is a big, you can do this reminder card, and a lot of it has to do with spiritual development. So what does your spiritual world look like? How often are you committed to what works for you? Do you even know what works for you? Do you take note when things work for you? Do you have like your toolkit, right? Like, I have a list of things that I know help me. That's one step. The second step is, however the day ends up looking, I need to make sure that I'm tuning in and tapping in with these things as often as possible and making the decision to do it every single day, however it needs to happen. Don't allow whatever is happening externally to be the reason why you can't take care of yourself and why you can't be committed to self-care. Okay. So what came out at the end, Daughter of Fire and Daughter of Earth, which is interesting, right? Because Earth and Fire were the 2 elements that came out in the very beginning. So I feel like this specifically today, where the collective is at, and in between these portal energies, this is us being given the opportunity to tap into this more. It's more of a not quite matured divine feminine energy. So Daughter of Fire is like passion and desire and being free and feeling powerful, feeling empowered. Daughter of Earth is more about, what am I physically manifesting that makes me feel excited, happy, at peace, safe, seen, loved, protected. And I'm seeing these coming out together as really joining these forces, really putting your passion and your desire to be free, to feel full, to feel satisfied, to feel seen, with actually physically creating and making things happen. but we're still talking about feminine energy, right? So this is coming from a place of putting things together that ignite your senses, that make you, smells that you enjoy, artwork that you enjoy looking at, listening to things that make you feel good when you hear them. Soft feminine energy is really about being able to tap into your physical body and hold space for joy as well as pain, and not allowing the pain to override the joy. Allowing there to be balance. And a lot of it has to do with the joy. Allowing there to be balance. And a lot of it has to do with being able to express it outside of yourself, right? So again, earth and fire energy. This is movement. This is tangible physical results. This is taking the passion and channeling it into creating something. And I'm also, because this is daughter versus mother, right? I'm also hearing and feeling like an inner child energy. There's this archetype of like the young boy, and it's like playful, but it tends to be more towards like, building something and having it be an expression of what you're physically capable of. But when we're talking about soft girl energy, it's more about what brings you joy. It's more about what makes you feel safe. So I keep hearing those two words, like joy and safety. So maybe even putting your creativity into some sort of visual or a song or singing or something about or related to what makes you feel safe. Maybe even literally singing like I am safe. Some type of affirmations, but definitely big creative energy. And this is for all human beings. This isn't just like for the girls. This is like for all humans, because we all have masculine and feminine energy. And there is a part of men or males, men identifying, male identifying people, where they also deserve the opportunity to feel soft and to create from a soft, vulnerable place. This is like not creating to show your skill and to show what you're capable of, but to express and create for the purpose of the joy of the experience, for the purpose of allowing yourself to go to that vulnerable place and release in that vulnerable way. Every person deserves to have the space to do that. Whether someone else is coming in and supporting you in creating that space, or you're doing it for yourself by yourself. It doesn't really matter. I'm not necessarily feeling like you need to do this alone or you need to do this with support. This is like however it feels for you. If you feel like you're going to have a hard time doing this and you want to do like a paint night or an art night or a karaoke night or whatever, so that you can feel more comfortable to come out of your shell because, everybody's together doing it. If that's what vibes with you, do it. And if you're like, I don't want to do it in front of other people. I know if I do this, I'm going to cry. So I'm going to do it alone. It doesn't matter. As long as you do it. This is a time, and this is like today, right? But this is like between the portal energies. So this second portal is coming in 3 days. So I'm definitely feeling like really tap in with your creativity specifically. A lot of the messages have been coming out about emotional regulation, specifically like let yourself cry, let yourself release your heavy emotions, allow yourself to even just feel them, because a lot of people weren't even feeling them. Hey, Tomas. Yeah, but this is specifically like, okay, we've reached a point where a lot of us have been feeling our emotions and accepting and being honest about how we really feel. And now is like, okay, don't just like walk around sitting in it, or, walk around like, okay, well, I released it, I'm cool now. Turning it into something creative gives you the opportunity to tap into gratitude. When you're able to make something from how you feel, you're able to hear, see, feel, touch, smell, and experience from this, then there's definitely a deeper connection to also just those around you, because we all have this ability to be creative. It's just a part of like being human. Like, you don't need to be like the best singer ever to sing. You don't need to be the best painter, visual artist, graphic designer to do something visual. Oh, thank you, Tomas. Hey, Raphael, thank you. You said, oh my God. Yeah? Did you see how he spelled my name? That was cute. Okay, so that was the message for today. Ooh, Mother of Water, bottom of the deck. And this, to me, that's like, okay, this is really giving us the opportunity to refine and mature our feminine energy so that we can embody this divine feminine archetype versus like the girl energy or the I never have space energy. I just drew my first drawing this week and it came out amazing. Awesome. See, you're on the right track. I'm definitely hearing like, do more of that. Allow this space to be a space where you tap into that and don't go backwards. Like, to tap into allowing yourself to go into that space of creativity. I'm hearing like improv. Like, don't make it super planned. You know, plan the time block so that you know you can commit to that time and doing it. But once you're in that creative space, allow your intuition to move you forward. Like, don't necessarily try to draw something specific, but like just go for it. Like improvisational dance, improvisational singing, art, whatever is artistic for you. Some people cooking, trying a new recipe and, you know, just kind of putting different things in it and see how it goes. That's also culinary arts is a thing as well. So whatever it is for you, whatever helps you tap into that creative energy from an open improvisational space, not being super planned. I'm gonna sing this song and I'm gonna sing for this many songs, and I'm going to write about this topic. I'm gonna do poetry about this topic. Like, allow there to be a space of like the unknown and just kind of go into it. Maybe you need something to prep you to get into it, but allow there to be like a very intuition-based improvisational space. That's a good idea. Just let the pencil go where it takes me. Yes, allow for that, because usually also when we're in that place and we're in a flow with creativity, we will channel something through that we didn't even know we were feeling or we didn't even know we needed to hear. And a lot of times that's like our ancestors speaking through us, our spirit guides bringing us messages, stuff like that. Yes, so